Hi, this tapping video is great if you need to have a difficult conversation, but you are feeling a little bit nervous about it first. So start by taking a deep breath in and letting it go. And rate on a 0 to 10 scale how nervous or worried you are about having this conversation, with 10 being the most nervous or worried that you could be, and 0 being that you're completely fine. We're going to start by tapping on the side of the hand, so tapping on the karate chop point under your hand. Say, even though, just tapping on the side of your hand, and repeat after me, even though I'm worried about having this conversation, I know that I'm okay. And tap again inside the hand, even though I'm worried about having this conversation, I'm okay. And one last time inside of the hand, even though I'm worried about having this conversation, I'm okay. Tapping your eyebrow. I'm worried about having this conversation. Side of the eye. I don't know how it's going to go. Under eye. I don't know how it will be received. Under your nose. I'm worried about how I'm going to be able to communicate myself. Chin. I'm worried about whether I'm going to be able to get my words out. Collarbone. I'm worried about what the other person might think. Underarm. I'm worried about having this conversation. Top of the head. I'm worried about how it's going to be received. Eyebrow. I know that I need to have this conversation. Side of the eye. I know that I will feel better once the conversation is done. Under the eye. I know that I need to have this conversation. Under the nose. I know I will feel better when the conversation is done. Chin. I choose to think about how to start the conversation. Collarbone. I choose to consider the main things that I want to get across. Underarm. I know that I need to have this conversation. Top of the head. And I know that I will feel better once I've done it. Eyebrow. I need to have this conversation. Side of the eye. I will feel better once I've had it. Under the eye. I need to have this conversation. Under the nose. I know what I want to say. Chin. I know how I hope it is received. Collarbone. I need to have this conversation. Under the arm. I need to have this conversation. Top of the head. I will feel better when I've had this conversation. Gently stop tapping. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And go back to that 0 to 10 rating. How are you feeling now about having that conversation? So remember, 10 was that you are the most nervous that you could possibly be, and 0 is that you're completely fine. Now, hopefully your number's gone down a little bit, but don't worry if it's not gone down too much, because just by doing the tapping, you're preparing yourself for this conversation, and by doing that, you're going to go into the conversation much calmer. I hope your conversation goes well.